It has begun. Ni effect niko nayo ama nini? What is this? Huh? What is this? Do I have an effect? Do I have an effect? Is it an effect? Or what is happening? What is that? Let's find out what is that. Do I have an effect? Do I have an effect? What is that? Wapi nimeguza? I can't be that brown. I can't be that brown. I know I'm golden. I know I have golden skin. I know I have a golden mind, but I can't be that golden. There must be a filter. So what is happening? What is the filter? What is the filter? There must be something happening. There's some filter. So what is the filter? I have a filter on my phone. Esoterically speaking, what is a filter? So, for you to have a filter means you're passing something through something, aka it can be a light ray. For example, right now, I have some shady, just some shady pieces of shit, some shady sunglasses, but they are filtering the light. So the light that I'm getting has been filtered through the lights or the lenses to get to me. So, nasikianga filtration of wisdom, filtration of maji na vitu kaa hizo. Now, when we begin with the 12 disciples ritual, aka as above, so below, when we know when the new year starts, March 23rd, or what we call vernal equinox, okay? Or when the sun and the stars are aligned. When you go outside, the sun is between your eyes. When you are standing and it's midday, you are standing right on top of your shadow. Vernal equinox, or what you call spring. So that is the first day of the month, or of the year, okay? AKA, sun in Aries, the first house, astrologically speaking, which is what you call the worship of Yahweh, which is a worship between 6 a.m. and 8 a.m. That is the worship of Yahweh, worship of the first moon, or the first day of the first year, or moon, or cycle, or whatever you want to call it. So now, we went into Canaan, aka Baal. So the sun moved from the first house, Aries, into the second house, Taurus, Ba, Canaan, the worship of the bull. Okay, the story of your Bible. Or the Bible of the story, or whichever comes first, who cares? So now, today is the first day in the sign of Cancer, aka the sun just left Gemini, and Gemini is Sodom and Gomorrah, or your shoulder, or the twins, the Gemini twins, the two shoulders, Sodom and Gomorrah, unaona. Oh my God. Here we go. So now, now that the sun is in Cancer, so the sun is at home. So we are going into summertime. This is what is called Noah's flood in the Bible. So the sun, we just entered into a 30-day cycle where we are supposed to be experiencing the Noah's flooding, aka sun going through Cancer, sun going through the 4th house, aka Noah's time. So this is the time to be very indecisive. This is the time that when you wake up in the morning, unaanza kujichanganya kwa kichwa like, mbona nashindanga nikiamukia kitanda upande moja, na you're indecisive, unahamisha kitanda unaweka katikati, unasema nitakuwa nashuka huku na nashukia huku, and then you're forgetting you're not even alone. Sasa tena utakuwa unaruka bibi ama unaruka bora. You see, it's a time for indecisive, whatever. Indecisive. I can't even decide the words. Indecisive. So this is a time to be indecisive, okay? So I'm giving you the allegory of what happens when the sun is in Cancer, or what you call Noah's time, and why you get all those indecisiveness during that month. Nithayo. Niye ndiri kindu njitagwo getika Njenga Muthaka. Njenga Muthaka ni mubui wa Bariabu, ni Gogi. Gogi is what you call woke motherfuckers, or esoteric wisdom people. Shout out to the archangels walking in the flesh. Chegawa mudaka. Now, I have to remind myself that I may have to be like, are you here or are you too high in the esoteric clouds? You have to remind yourself when you're watching the movie Inception. You remember he was carrying a spinner. You have to keep reminding yourself, niko kwa dunia gani? Am I in the physical, the 3D, or am I in the 6D all the time? So you need something to remind yourself. So sometimes you need to tie a rubber band in your hand. Unasemanga wako na disorders. At every time I'm thinking I have to pinch myself. So they are teaching you to still your wokeness. So when you receive those inferences, okay? So when you receive that inference that you are assessing higher energies. You are not so sure. So when you go to them as an expert, they tell you, you have to take a rubber band. And every time you are thinking like that, you have to stab yourself, bring yourself down with some pain. Because pain is something that makes you pay attention. So they give these things names. They give these names titles. They call them HDHDs, BBJD, whatever, all those DDDs. You have to understand, ukisikia D mahali, D means dialect, or a door frame, or going through a spell, whichever way, shape, or form. Understand these languages, and now we came up with them, and the sigils and the languages. When you talk of A, point of reference for the first time, that is Aleph, okay, or the Yod, or you carrying something on your shoulder, or you becoming the upright walking man, okay? Now, you are fallen as a man, masculine. So now, the moment you create something out of that, that becomes your Yod, or what you call Aleph, or the letter A, or a point of reference for the first time. Allah, Abba, Awa, Adonai, okay? So, it's not a very good place to be. Now, when the sun was in the first house, Aries, what did you do? You planted your imaginations, your dreams, the things that you wanted to do, okay? The things that you wanted to do, the things that you wanted to happen. That's what you did. You had an idea, an imagination. The whole world, Tiamat Gaia, had an imagination. So what did you get? March 23rd, the heavy rains. In Kikuyu, Buraya Kehu. Okay, now we are starting with the 12 disciples ritual that you're supposed to practice yearly, alchemically, like they practice it, but wewe ujuangi. Hata hujajua kuna rituals kama hizo. You don't even know why you have a Black Friday. You don't even know why you have a sales day. You don't even know why you have a holiday made for you. You think, oh, it's a holiday, it's a day. No, you are all under a program. There are people, things, entities, deities that are ahead of you that have programmed this program. And you carry out the characteristics. It's better to carry out the characteristics knowing you're in a program. Because then you cannot be uninstalled. You can always be in the operating system. You cannot be uninstalled because you are not a glitch. Okay? You don't need to be crucified. You know how to participate, and when I'm talking about crucifixion, I mean you don't have to do so much more just to get breadcrumbs. You can get by without doing much, aka beating the program, but not becoming the glitch, not waking up and saying, I won't eat meat so that I can ascend. You don't just wake up one day and say, oh, I belong to Bubu Shante. You cannot be changed. Or you can't just wake up and say, I cannot be. You cannot just. So you are being a true individual self, which is what we call now spirituality or waking up. Living your soul's purpose, to be one of a kind, to be a builder, a master builder, to be a Melchizedek, a Mason, or in Kikuyu, Mwaki. But in the true spiritual way, by first learning what you're dealing with, and then deciding to participate, understanding the whole terms and conditions. You cannot fight it. It's too big for you. This thing has been there for 6,000 years. You can only participate by being like them, building like them. For you, it may be taking longer. It may take you a lifetime, a few other lifetimes, but at least you'll be building it. You'll be building whatever they have been building for 6,000 years. Okay? You'll be building your own, and instead of them hating on you, now they look at you like, oh, let's look at that other soul group. That other soul group. Because for now, it's their soul group that is in rulership. These are the people who do these rituals, okay, together. Whether it's a business ritual, aka they are the same people who meet to sign the same terms and conditions, your IMF loans. It is the same people who have to meet to agree to bail you out. Those terms and conditions, those are the people I'm talking about. Those kind of spirits, the spirits that rule the world, that world view, that order, whichever you want to call it, whether you want to call it old order or new order, or whether you want to call it the Build Back Better, that order, World Economic Forum, that order, the terms and conditions, the people who call the shots on anything, who are those kind of spirits? What are those spirits? What are they doing? They are just practicing it better than you. They are just practicing as above, so below, better than you. You have the Bible, their religion. You have your governments, their governments. Or you became a protectorate. So if you are under the British, you continue the British laws. Your judicial system is still shit. You steal a chicken, you go for 50 years, forgetting that that was punitive, because back then they needed to keep you for 50 years working on their white farms for free. So when you became independent, you're supposed to have come up with your own laws and regulations. So don't tell me about independence. You're still a colonial state. You're still under a rulership. So those who are in rulership, what are they practicing? Right now is summertime. Sun is in Cancer. Welcome to Noah's time. Welcome to indecisiveness. You just read your budget. Welcome to indecisiveness times for the next. What is this now? Sasa wameanza kuattack live yangu. What was that now? Huh? Nimekuja mpaka kwa TikTok sasa. Am I live bado? It's not Wi-Fi, it's not network. Something happened. Some bullshit. I mentioned the wrong words again, Jenga, you are talking too much. You're spilling too much. Welcome to indecisiveness. So now, this is the time you are in. Umeona? Indecisiveness. Nimeandika nini? You are going to... Oh, two-face. Nilikuwa nataka uone hii two-face. This is the time for a two-face. This is the time you are going to see watu in the real thing. This is inaitangwa the two-face. Shout out to Two-Face Idibia. You the queen of my life. Sijui darling of my life. You my favorite queen. Shout out to Queen Idibia. Yeah, it's a time for Two-Face Idibia. Oh, meta what Two-Face Idibia. Yes. Cancer season ni Two-Face Idibia. A lot of indecisiveness for the next 30 days. Kitanda ni yako, unashukanga side moja, unajikuta sana unashukia upande ule. Hata umeitoa kwa ukuta. Mtu anakuza kiora milioni ya ndone no nyumagire miena yothe. No kinya nyumire mwena omwe. You're even making it an argument. Kwani lazima nishukie kitanda side moja? That is why it was called Noah's time. That is why there was like confusion. So a few people like Noah and you listening to me now, when you are practicing the as above so below ritual, you are going to know that you're supposed to be like Noah, aka creating your ark now. No one can tell you shit. Meaning, saizi, ukienda kwa shamba, as above so below, saizi ukienda kwa shamba, mahindi imetoa maua yote. Mbosho ziko ready. Kuna watu saizi wanaweza chimba waru. Like the first food from March 23, Equinox, New Year, saizi ukienda kwa shamba ukosi chakula. So it's summertime. Summertime, summertime, Noah's time. Summer's time, summertime, Noah's time. Noah's time, summer's time. It's time now for the sun to go into the fourth house. And what is the fourth house? Your heart, your home. Fourth house, cancer, roho yako, maneno ya nyumbani. When you are too salty, you develop a heart cancer. Unasikia inaitwa heart cancer. You get cancer in your heart. You get cancer in your fourth house, your heart area, your heart chakra. Sasa, tunaelewana? Are you tapping the screen? I'm wasting my energy. Tap the screen to keep the algorithm up. Show some respect to some real esoteric knowledge. Likes don't equate to money. It's just to keep the algorithm up so that the video can be gotten to the right people. Or you can share the live if you want. So it's the time to be confused. Nimeandika indecisive, two-faced, confused. Sasa, hii sijui ni nini niliandika. Sijui kama mtaweza kusoma. Unajua saa zingine, unajua unaandika tu haraka haraka. Indecisive, two-faced, confused. You can wake up on any side of the bed. Pray by the book ruler. I don't know. Unajua unaona hii ni safi. Unajua the download zikikuja ni haraka. Shit. And then you are looking at that, what did I write now? What is this now? So when the sun moves into Cancer, woo! Now everything looks good. Noah's time. The sun has moved into Cancer today. Now everything looks good. Ukiangalia kwa shamba yako unaweza hata tusi jirani. Akoni walikuwa wamepanda mahindi gani huyu? Huyu ndiye akulutakiedo. Kuna kitu atavuna hapa huyu. Now the sun is in Cancer. Sasa mnaambia Noah, go fuck yourself. I want you to follow the allegory. Breaking down the Bible better than nobody else on this continent or on this corner of the waters. Shout out to the subconscious community. Shout out to Archangel Uriel. Shout out to Daria, Esoteric Crowd Surfer, Just Be Free, and all people out there kicking real esoteric knowledge. Now, when the sun is in Cancer, when you are practicing the 12 disciples ritual, remember, you planted in Aries, first house, Yahweh, communicated about it, created a security structure around it, aka you grounded it with the Taurus energy, second house, Baal, Canaan. Then you communicated about it on the shoulders, the mutable Gemini signs, okay? Hapo tumetoka juzi, what you call Sodom and Gomorrah. Jua ilikuwa Sodom and Gomorrah, sasa tuko Cancer, tumeingia Noah's time. Imetoka Sodom and Gomorrah, sun in Gemini. So when the sun was in Gemini, mwenye mlikuwa mnashinda kitawaramba na kimewaramba, sasa tumeingia summertime for you to enjoy the budget. Ishapitishwa, so muko summertime. You see how they play you. So now you are looking at the summertime of how you are going to enjoy that $1.2 billion. But wewe hujui kwa nini uliambiwa uweke budget hapo. Wewe ni law ulikuja ukachukua za mbeberu, ukaanza kuzikari forward. You continue the British spell of keeping in colonization, mental, spiritual warfare or spiritual witchcraft, or the real people who run the world still played you and you still think you are free. So even when you are reading your budget, you are reading it when you are going into sun moving into Cancer, or the sun moving into the fourth house, or what you call Noah's time. So now the government, they created an ark, and now since ni time yenyu for you to be flooded summertime with what you unaona sasa mko na mahindi imetoa meduka huko nje, kuna maharagwe kidogo na vitu kama hizo. Now the counties wamepewa 2 billion, so now you relax, and hiyo Noah's ark safina inawabeba. But hiyo pesa mtalipa nani? IMF. Hiyo pesa mtalipa nani? The same people who write the same terms and conditions. Because when you lost your spirituality, you lost everything. They gave you religion. They didn't give you spirituality. They practiced spirituality on you. They practiced the 12 disciples ritual or the 12 disciples witchcraft. Shout out to Jegawa Mudaka Moboi wa Bareabu. Now, remember, when the sun is going into summertime, now you can write this down. excuse that they had to put it in a sanitary pad, but that which comes shiny is that which has even lost you. So no pun intended. All puns intended. All puns intended. So now, when the sun moves into Cancer, today is the first day of the 4th month, lunar calendar. Si ile yao, hiyo ni yao, tuna participate, tunalipa shule, bills, whatever. You know you participate, but you know what the fuck you're doing. When you know what you are doing, you are a powerful motherfucker in this world. And you can enjoy your power however you may look, but you are the most powerful, mightier than the king, in his palace and with his guards and everything. You are so much better than him because you can create what he's craving for in your mind. And your mind is your memory. And your memory becomes your awareness, which you can spark whichever realm of existence you go into. So whichever realm of existence you go to, you go with your memories. What's on your mind? What's on your expansion? Okay? Whatever life form it may look, whatever dimension it will be, you'll still be able to stay afloat, stay above those waters, always swimming, always balancing, always never being chaotic. So you are neither too righteous, being lost in a religion, you are neither too left field, aka you know how to maintain an equilibrium. You don't have a choice. You don't take sides. You understand both sides of the polar shift. You understand your Adam and Eve, your masculine and feminine. You understand that you are the tree. The body is the tree. The snake is your desires. And Adam is your masculine and Eve is your feminine. Okay, your feelings and your thoughts. Your body is the tree. The snake is your desire. So a tree, you're supposed to be understanding both polar shifts. You have one branch on this side, another on this. You fruit, and the fruit that you bear become sweet fruits. You don't manifest disasters on people, places, and things around you. You don't go living ancestral curses. You don't go living generational traumas. You heal yourself. Then you understand true natures of a spirit is being able to make up a mind and still be able to break that mind apart. AKA, you're supposed to not get attached to these things. You learn it, understand both polar shifts, then drop it. You learn it, so that way you are always light, L-I-T-E, so you have more light, you are more out there, you are more expanded, and you never get washed under the currents, because the spirit will always be with you. It may not look like that, but it is that. Remember, in this world, nothing is what it is, but it's like that. So everything has a correspondence. Sasa, wala wa Kabbalah, the correspondences, the hermetic principles, how are your class? Hiyo ni bebe class kwangu. Now, so, it is a time to initiate, create what you call a private space around you. What you call a comfort zone. Ndio maana Noah alikuwa anatengeneza safina. So remember, this is a time to decide whatever friend you are separating from, okay? You are leaving your losses in Gemini. Sodom and Gomorrah. So, tumetoka Sodom and Gomorrah, so you're supposed to leave anything you were supposed to separate from. Uiache huko Sodom and Gomorrah. Ukumbuke mulilimiwa wakati mgani Taurus. Sani Neris, second house mukalimiwa, Sodom and Gomorrah hapo mwezi tumetoka, tumeona mahindi zinatoa nini na nini na nini, saizi mbosho zimepata, simeingia kwa mbosho. So, we leave everything now in Sodom and Gomorrah. Usiangalie nyuma kama Lot. You're not supposed to be salty. Don't have any regrets sasa. Whatever you are going to kuvuna ni yenye ulipanda. Saiko imeenda ya 3 months. Kwa hivyo usiingize maroho. So, meaning, if anything has happened to you like a loss, a relationship that has gone by, or an opportunity, it is time to let that go. Uyache Sodom and Gomorrah. We are sun in Cancer. So let bygones be bygones. Tuko summer time. Sun in Cancer. Noah's time. Na hakuna kitu sahihi unaweza fanya. Budget imesomwa. Ni nini wewe ufuate hizi maneno? Budget imesomwa. So get ready to float on your budget. Get ready to float more fuel in your car's tank. Ongeza mafuta kwa gari. We need more waters. More pain and tears. More tears. More sweat, blood and tears to make things work. More sweat, blood and tears. More taxes to make it work. And who is floating the Noah's Ark? The people who run that world. So how can you learn to surf in those waters without getting sucked? How can you learn to stay afloat on those esoteric waters? AKA, you are still in this world, but you have your own mind. You are building like them. You are participating with them. It may not look like it, but it is, because you are not putting in time for them. You are not slaving for them. You are building for yourself. You can afford to be on holiday. You can afford to do something different and still make ends meet. You are doing it like them. It may look small to you because you don't have a government system, states, Kenyan state, Ugandan states. You don't have states that you can run. But you can start in your own mind state. So what mind state are you in? Are you always in fear? Oh my God, news za jioni ati nini? Oh my God, oh, Al Jazeera ati nini? Ati oh my God, ati inflation. Oh my. So what kind of mind state are you in? What kind of vibe? What kind of man you don't forgive, you don't forget? What kind of man? What kind of man you don't forgive, you don't forget? What kind of man? Tumetoka Sodom and Gomorrah, the sun was in Gemini. Welcome to the new month, sun in Cancer. Welcome to summertime. So it's time to, unaona marafiki mulikosana hapo juzi, hiyo wiki yote wamekukon, it's time to let them go. Ni summertime. Wewe fuata maneno ya Mungu. Just follow as above, so below. It is very simple to hack this life. Very simple. Ukienda nje unaangalia mimea tu inakuambia. Buda March 23 kanyesha kabisa. Tukamea tukaenda 30 days jua ikaenda wapi Taurus, wapi huko hapa, wapi hapo Baal, wapi hapo Canaan. Alafu hiyo sinishingo inashikilia kumaanisha tulimia chakula. So what did we do? Tukapalilia chakula. Another 30 days the sun moved into Sodom and Gomorrah, Gemini. So ukienda nje, everything is communicating. Plants zikatoa maua, viazi, everything flowered. Kero, after melimia zikatoa kero, viazi zinakuonyesha hii viazi nitaweka kulingana na hii maua. Everything flowered. Everything is communicating. The shoulders, the Gemini, the twins. Too much communication. Sasa tumeingia Cancer. Understand these things. For another 30 days, ndio sasa tutaenda tuingie Lion of Judah. Or what you call sasa wewe. Sasa hapa tutakuwa kwako. Hapo sasa ndio reggae itoka. Oh yeah, the tribe of Judah, Lion King Selassie, Ethiopia. During the colonization, externalization, your solar plexus kujinyakulia. Sasa unafikiria ya kujinyakulia iliisha. Follow the ritual. See how much ground you are going to take. It starts in the mind, and now maybe the next time, if not this lifetime, even if you get reincarnated, here you are not going to be reincarnated. You are going to be incarnated into a new mind state. AKA, you can be now one of the children ruling the world, not hating. Now you can be birthed as one of their cells, living through them. And one day maybe you'll be lucky and end up in their balls, and you are spilled somewhere as an awareness, and you can find a womb that you can be, and another mindset can come through, and you are given a bubble, a world, a light, an imagination that you can jump into that is aware of the things now I'm giving you now, aka the people who rule the world. It has got nothing to do with skin color. It has got nothing to do with race. It has got nothing to, it all has to do with a soul group. People thinking the same way, the same mind state. Understanding how the world works, understanding the spells and rituals, God's way, not the way these people are doing it now, whereby they are practicing it on you. We are supposed to be all practicing and knowing these things, but now they are suppressed with religion, entertainment, and governments, and giving you so much things to make you pay attention to, since you need their safety, stability, shelter, security, and everything, so you don't have time to live your individual mindset or your spiritual goal. or your God's given responsibilities. When you fell out of God as a mind form, a thought form, what was the responsibility of that mind form or thought form before it fell? That is how you help God become big. That is how you rapture from one mind state into a bigger mind state. It's all about mind states. Right now you're still on the 3D vibration where things are physical. You can't go through walls unless you're in your dreams. It's too thick, it's too dense. In your dreams you fly, in your dreams. In your dreams you transform into whatever you want. In your dreams you can be flying 1 minute and swimming the next, meaning there's no boundaries. But in this world you can't go through walls, it's too dense. We have created such a dense world, it's too physical. We are lost too much in the physical. We are not in our higher natures, we have fallen too much. Our wings are dark. We have even accumulated dark skins. We have stayed under this sun for too long. We thought it was a good idea being under this sun. So this sun, what you call melanin, this is not melanin, this is pigmentation. We have been under this sun, this chakra, this sun, the sun that is above us, this chakra. When our two chakras, our earth, Tiamat, Gaia, when these chakras are doing what they are relating to each other, they create too much temperament. Too much temperament is what you call temperature. That is why the sun is hot. It's not hot because the sun is a ball of fire. It's hot because as a star and an earth, when two high velocity things come close together, they create a temperament. That temperament in the spiritual world is what you call a temperature. So the more you closer you are to the sun, Africa, the more you feel the heat. The more the other worlds which are farther away, so there's not much sun. So they are cold, they are frozen. Because the sun is not a ball of fire, it's about closeness and distance. Two temperaments, two stars working together. Okay, don't believe NASA, it's common sense. When you light a big fire, the closer you go to the fire, you burn. So even if you get on a plane, you would burn. There's nothing like conduction. If it's a fire, it's a fire. You light a big fire there, the closer you get there, it gets hot. There's no conduction. Chakudanganya watu hapa NASA. Oh, through conduction, fuck your conduction is. It's called a temperament. When two high velocity objects come close together like magnets, they create a force, a temperament. Hiyo ndio inakuanga temperature. Africa is closer to that chakra, the body of water. So Africa is a land of too much heat. That is what African meant. A land of too much heat. Huyo Africante, the Arab, the Bebas. Tukienda kwa the real people started what you call endogamy and fucking out of wedlock and creating the lost tribes. Do you understand what a lost tribe is? So when those two chakras, Eneto Africante, when he found that land, Africa, where there's a lot of sun, transformation. Kuku inakufa asubuhi saa 7 imenuka, jioni imekuliwa na siafu imeisha. AKA ukienda Mandera, punde inakufa asubuhi, saa 7 imekuliwa na vocha, by saa 9 imeisha, saa 11 fisi imemaliza. Too much transformation. Everything is transforming too quick. That becomes what you call a pigmentation. Too much interaction. You have a darker shades. Your hair is thicker than wool. You have been in this chakra for too long. You're supposed to be separating from those mind states. Believing that this world is yours. Saying that you build the pyramids. Building the pyramid is not a very good thing to say. There's no accomplishment in building a rulership, a government. So you are happy you build pyramids. You think that was a good thing, but what are you doing now? You are building the Burj Khalifas. Not for yourself, you are still the slaves. You are still getting loans. You are still deserving their medication. So you are still getting the breadcrumbs. You still deserve their medication. You're even now importing their fish. Imagine. So when you understand true subconscious, or what you call awakening, it's understanding beyond the skin colors and knowing that it is lostness. You're supposed to be building bigger than saying you build the pyramids. Because it has given you nothing but trials and tribulations. Because even now, you are still building their Burj Khalifas. There are people wanaingia ndege say you wanaenda to build metro this way, metro this way. Oh, you are building for them. You are building nothing for yourself. Okay? So now, your tales, 200 years later, will be, we built the Burj Khalifas. We used to be great people. You see? So these are things that are created. It's a program. You have to unprogram. It's in your mind. It's in your psyche. It's been through thousands of years of practicing that thing on you as witchcraft. You thinking that those breadcrumbs is the goal. No. You're supposed to be building like them, participate with them, but build like them. What do? They create soul groups. They create corporations. That's why they run the world. But wewe mumepewa nini? Buroti maguta 40 by 80. You are told oya kaburoti gaku. Or instead of being told bring your money together, let's create a corporation whereby we don't need to get loans from outside the country. We can loan our own government and we can now ask kwa sababu tunaona ni pesa yetu, we can make the money work. Because their money works. That is why they have flags on top of your buildings. Where is your flag? You think a flag is a very beautiful thing to be following or worshipping. Understand who came up with it. That's your property rights of a flag before you claim of independence. So, leave losers in Gemini, Sodom and Gomorrah. If not of your path, leave them. Everything has a season. Hiyo ilikuwa ni season. Unaona your boyfriend, hiyo ilikuwa ni season. Kama haiku work Sodom and Gomorrah, leave it. Everything has a season. Tuko summertime, tuko Noah's time. Welcome to summertime. Now, so keep those people away. Understand the people you are working with now. It's time to stop recycling bullshit. Leave the old and outdated in Sodom and Gomorrah. Welcome to Noah's time. Welcome to summertime. Once again, I apologize not for writing on a piece of shit of paper, but it was a beautiful message. It doesn't have to come packaged with a PhD. It doesn't, you are getting it from a real archangel's mouth. It doesn't have to come through a PhD. It doesn't have to come with theology. It doesn't have to come from their pillars, aka the education. You never find this in an education book. It doesn't come in the entertainment, aka you never find anyone as entertaining as me, but still kicking it like it is being kicked out. You never find it in their sports, but you always find it when we are going walking with you, when we are doing our sun walk, our sundowners, our stretching, because that's what it is. You don't find it in their TV's entertainment because you don't see this on entertainment channels. So if I'm on your channel, you are very lucky. If you are watching me, you are lucky like a motherfucker. This is not your normal PBS channel. This is not your normal channel. Did you think this is your normal TikTok? Oh my God. You really thought this was your normal TikTok? You think, okay, tell me now, Oga. Tell me, Oga. You thought this was your normal TikTok? You thought you'd be just browsing and then you'd party and you thought you'd not be transformed? Not on this channel. I'm sorry, Oga. This is not your normal channel. This is an esoteric channel. Welcome to the sun in Noah's house. Welcome to summertime. So for the next 30 days, I've told you what to do. For the next 30 days, it's time for summertime. It's time to let bygones be bygones. As above, so below. So before uenda sana, utaanza kuona tu package tunatoka kwa holiday. Wazungu wanakuja huku wakiwa wengi. Wewe sasa unasema, ni keru, kahawa ni keru. Ni wakati wa kupeleka wazungu wakaona Masai Mara. Kumbe wao wana practice the ritual, aka holiday time, summertime, because they are practicing the real rituals. As above, so below. Juu ikipanda, wanapanda. Ikilimia, wanalimia. Ikivuna, wanavuna. Hata kama ulimi physically, you are planting seeds in your mind. It's alchemy. It's mental alchemy. Bob Marley told you, emancipate yourself from mental slavery. Slavery is gone physically, but it's still in the mind. You are practicing it on yourself. You are practicing witchcraft on yourself because you are participating in the world without understanding how the world works. We follow seasons. There are seasons for forgiveness. seasons for cleansings, like now, Noah's time, summer's time. There's seasons. It's all about seasons, baby. Let's talk about season, baby. Let's talk about you and me. Let's talk about all the seasons of you and me. Let's talk about seasons. Season 1, season 2, season 3 wanakuwekea kwa nini disc ama kwa movie. But sasa we don't get the esoteric behind it. Like season 1 was planted at a particular let's talk particular, karibu tuambie, at a particular season. Ndio hiyo season 1 ilikuja season 1. So the terms and conditions, how it's pushed on you, lost, makes you now believe we can have a flight ya Malaysia ati haitaipatikana juu before that time they had practiced a spell at a season. So when the season matures, you are watching a season called Lost. Hii munafuata Lost season 1. So they wait for the other alchemy time, wakaingiza another emotional part, season 2, another emotional part, season 3, using their magical ones, aka their screens, their televisions, their magazines, their entertainment, what they make you pay attention to, the top 10, Fox News, CNN, the NBAs, the top 10, they are things, they show you this is important, they show you there's money here, do this, run like this, there's money, but that is how they get those spells in. So that's how they keep practicing the spells. So now because you're so lost, you agreed, flight ya Malaysia inaweza potea na mukasahau sasa. Na mukasahau. Sasa mulisahau flight ya Malaysia. Sasa now the next flight about to miss, si mutakubali tu. So you'll be okay. So mutasema it is another one, a mystery, just like the flight Malaysian. You remember back in 1997, you remember during the bomb blast, you remember during the Twin Towers, zinaitangwa events around the world. But when you know how they practice the events, you don't have it practiced on you. Because someone cannot practice magic where you are the real magician, like them. Sasa, poleni sana. Ni sikupenda kwangu ni Noah's time. Juu unajua mimi nilikuwa nimejenga safina. Sasa unajua masafina yangu iko very high, it's floating very high on these esoteric waters. So ukiwa nikienda juu sana, my apologies. It's not my intention. It's just that my Noah's Ark is floating already on this Noah's time, or what you call sun in Cancer. Si sawa? Si tuanze tu na hiyo ya sun in Cancer juu tumeanza leo ndio leo ndio tarehe 1 ya mwezi wa 4 kimungu. Ukifuata kalenda ya Mungu, si ya Gregorian. Gregorian Isaac. Gregorian. As above, so below. When you know that the year starts, when all the stars are aligned, or what you call vernal equinox, or what you call spring, or March 23rd, around the world. Sasa, si tungoje sasa hiyo ingine tukienda kutoka sun, ikienda kutoka Cancer, ikienda kuingia leo, my daughter's birthday, tutaongea about now the sun in Leo, about you going to Lion of Judah. About our Lion of Judah ndio the sun moving into that side. Sasa tukifika hapo tena nitawaambia mbenye mtafanya hiyo mwezi. Ndio poa hiyo. Sasa kwanza sasa hivi practice hii Noah. You let bygones be bygones. Okay, wachana hiyo grudge, wacha. Unaona msichana wachana yeye. Najua amekupea kisonono. I know uko kwa live yangu. Muacha tu. Amekuchoma. You should not have been fucking dirty pussy in the first place, okay? So now you know the friends you need. So achana hiyo. Sodom and Gomorrah. Don't be like Lot. Don't be salty. Usiangalie nyuma. Tumetoka hapo. Real esoteric Bible knowledge. Tumetoka hapo. Sasa tuko summer time. It's time to let bygones be bygones. It's time to enjoy the fruits of your nature. Unaona mahindi venye imetoa maua. Sasa ingia kwa shamba, achana mahindi, imebakisha kidogo. Toka na viazi. Iko kwa shamba. Mimi ndio nakwambia iko kuna mbosho. Hata kama hazijakauka kuna mbosho njoa, kuna minji. Ni minji. It's that time. Ni summer time. Kama unataka nikwambie sasa ukijionea, ni summer time. Si unajionea tu. Kuna matunda, angalia soko saa hii matunda. Tupopo tumetoka. Sasa hii mapopo iko kwa soko, mapaipai, tuko na babera, ngario. It's a lot of fruits now are in season. Tuko now as time ni summer time. Sasa hapa hata ukipata moja kubwa mzee inakaa mzuri, ka small ni waist ni kandogo, imejaza venye unataka. This is the time to tap that. As above so below. Hakuna maneno ya sin. Sin ni venye utaparticipate. If you get lost on one too much on one side, you shift the polarity, you are going to suffer. It's about balance. Mamaka, did you just tell them? See the summer time wewe. Ako happy fresh prince of Bele. Tusikie summer time hapana watatufungia video watasema copyright. You cannot even enjoy these things. Imagine they create a system whereby even that which should be helping you better, you can just share it. Nikiweka hapa itasemekana iko na copyright kwa sababu iko na too much, but only if you know how to decode it. Wenye wanajua it's summer time. Wewe hujui kwa nini hiyo ngoma inakubaliwa ikuwe hit ya Will Smith. Alafu anaenda nalipa Saguru pesa mingi, alafu anakuliwa bibi. Si summer time. Sasa Will Smith, wewe ndio uliimba summer time. Unauliza Jada Pinkett nini? Wewe ndio umeshindwa kusimamisha nyumba yako because you are a weak better male. Because you are praying to the program. If you are not praying to the program, in actual fact, Jada Pinkett is trying to show you Will Smith, you need to grow balls. You need to be the masculine. You are too feminine. Unatumiwa namna gani? If summertime ifai hata kuwa imepewa intellectual property rights, inafaa kuachiliwa ikichezwa around that time na anybody. Kama ni mtu anajua, kama ni mtu akona esoteric wisdom, it can help the people, but you can't. Nijaribu niweke summertime hapa. Nijaribu nicheze hapa kwa simu. Hii video yote iwezi enda mahali. Nitaona two warnings. Your music has violated. Not because it's because of kwenye nimeichezea. Sun in Cancer, summertime. Wewe, mambo ni mengi. Muda ndio inakuanga mchache. Na kwa hayo machache, let me look at your comments before I proceed. Let's see if I can see anything. You know I'm too high. Jagamo. Come to the 3D world. Come to hell a little bit. Uone easy. Acha kuenda juu sana. Hebu angalia wameanza wapi? Have they been tapping the screen? Sijui kama wametap. Tuanze comment. Good morning my G. We don't mourn here. Ungesema something else. Ungesema rising or something. Someone says I look like a gangster. Yes, I belong to some gangs of spirits, some stars that are not on this realm. I'm a gangster. In fact, I'm the king of the gangsters when it comes to esoteric spirit on this side of the Sahara. Nimeklik nini yote go pin. What has happened? Are we still live? Ama nimeongea sana? Did I spoil everything? Oh, we are back. Hey, you unaweza ongea sana ihang, Encourage your viewers to help summertime aka knows. Oh, nimeambiwa ni wa encourage to help summertime aka knows time nini ifikie watu wengi ishare. Thank you TikTok. Done. Itugati ni dhayo, naona kuna mtu amesema done. Hiyo najuanga tu ni 1000 likes. Mtu mmoja tu. So if you are 50, I'm supposed to be at 50,000. Kama unafika 70,000, supposed to be like 100,000 likes. Dayo Jega, some tough love and appreciation. Shout out back to you. It's alright. Dayo Jega, yes, it's alright. Iko sawa. Encourage more. Greetings, bring brother. Peace be with you. Peace be with you. Zamenenda 104. Jenga, can you expound on death and its relevance in spirituality? Death is transformation. There's nothing more to add there. You need to die. You wouldn't be here if you had not died. You were in a sperm one day, you died. That sperm joined an ova. That ova died and the sperm died. They became a zygote or whatever it became. That's birth. That zygote went and attached itself in the fallopian tube. That's birth. It died and joined that to create a child. When you are born, you die. You leave your mother, you are born. So death is beautiful. Someone is Cancer is between June 22 to July 22nd, or it does not work that way. Oh my God. Kalenda gani. Shout out to Lovely. Great. I want to become rich. You don't want to. You are rich. You have all the resources. You have to understand that all everything that you need is around you. You just have to know how to manifest it, aka will it into your world. Whether it's the wheel chakra, you have to understand your wheel chakra. Okay? Or what you call in the Bible, may the will be done. Which will? Your will. It's about participating, but unajua kenye unafanya. It looks like that, but it's not that. Wewe unajua kenye unafanya. You know the programs. You are participating. You never have to do this. You never have to do this, but you are still in the system. You don't want, you become rich. Shout out Jenga, much love, creator. Shout out to you, Jenga, who Dayo. Shout out to anyone, no PBS here, yes. No PBS. You can cast too much knowledge in a short time. I'm sorry. I'm grateful. How should I know more of the calendar? Where Dayo, Saza, Dayo. Hi, bro. Kwetu we are harvesting mbosho. Na munipe mbosho. Hawa niambie we harvesting mbosho. Waambie akenjo hapo. Amutaka ukujie debe boja ya mbosho. That is true. Tuko na mbosho. Mizangu, they didn't do well. You know, sometimes I forget I have a shamba. I'm that kind of Taurus who is not in a shamba. I do have a shamba. I have herbs, I have sage. But still, I'm too high. I'm even forgetting my Taurus energy of being an earthbender. I care too much about spiritual shit to the point I go too high, forget my mbosho. Not Roskoko, mesema mbosho. Never forget about Roskoko. So in the right calendar, I was born on 1st April as in today. Huh? So in the right calendar, I was on 1st, as it depends on your sign. Can I take a loan now? Sasa unafaa kuwa ukikulia loan. Wewe ungechukua loan the sun in Aries ukipanda ungepanda loan. Pap. Sun ikiwa Taurus tunalimia tunalipa. Tukikuja Sodom na Gomora tumelimalizana na hiyo loan. Saa hizi una enjoy. Sasa tuko summer time. Wewe sasa hizi watu wanaenda kwa shamba ile kitu walikuwa wamepanda mbosho na waru yenye ilikuwa imemea. Sasa unataka kuchukua loan saa hizi. Sasa ile watu wanakula. Ile interest rate utagongwa. Simweka budget sibulipandisha jana. Si utulie nitakwambia ni wakati gani. Your video echoing. Sasa ndio mnaniambia na echo. Niko kwa ukuta. Spiritual gang. Yes. Dax Jenga, shout out to you. We are still here. Send finger. I guess I need more classes. Noah's time is tap time. Yes, you better be tapping. Taurus is summer. Hiya. Hey, Dayo. Will send my sister to bring. What have I done? Will send my sister to bring you next so good. It's your boss. See now. You see how as above so below. It just works like magic. Ameniambia kona mbosho nikamenya. Now I have mbosho. Hizo ananipea serious koko ni mbosho. You are talking tunasikia anatuma sister yake. So hiyo ni mbosho ukweli ya shamba. Kama ingekuwa Roskoko ni young angesema ataniletea mbosho. You see, that's how you also know hakuna malice. You get? Kama angeniambia ananiletea mbosho hapo kungekuwa na option mbili. The real mbosho na Roskoko. Basi unasikia anatuma sister yake kwa sababu ni the real beings. Kwa sababu we are pure. That's how pure spirits understand life. Even communication itajileta, but wewe huwezi iona hivyo. Lakini si kusema pia sister yake anaweza bakishwa akileta mbosho. Unaona? Pia unajua unacheza both shifts. Not sasa tenda usikatalia hapo ati Jengani holy. Amenionyesha venye mtu ana balancing. Hapana, pia understand hata sister yake si safe. Now you understanding both followerships. But at the end of it all, you are hoping for the best. AKA. Whatever the terms and conditions are, utaingia ukijua. Unaona? Hakuna sin. Sinning is missing that point sasa. Sasa umesema ati atapelekea mbosho hiyo. Kumbe hata sister anaweza kulika. Unaona? Real esoteric knowledge is always about understanding both shifts of the polarities. Nimewafunza na mbosho. Imagine sasa mbosho imetoka kwa mbosho. Tumetoka Noah's tukakuja out to understand. Mtu anaweza sema kitu tu, but kama we are spiritual enough utajua it is intentionally ni horo wa mbosho. Na si horo wa Roskoko. Si kusema haizi kuwa akituma Roskoko. You get? Ayo Jenga. Tikwenda ngwekora. Shout out to you. I'll be waiting for the mbosho. Gani moja mbao kutomanaga. Ona diyo ya. Whichever comes first. Dinona litoa wega. No kwa ni kuna boso go ya gone ya man. Naja kome cock broke nani. May all things that are meant to be on my way come my way. As long as you understand life. The road works in mysterious ways. Thia akorero boso akora ne kabuni moja. Now you are working together. Or you are writing a book. Or you are producing a movie. Or you are writing history. Or you are teaching in a class. Or you are teaching people who can teach the same thing. Never see things one way. There's many ways of seeing. There's endless possibilities. Like you have no idea how expansive it is in the mental state, the right mental states, where you have no bias, where you know each and everything works for some reason, where you know why some places they need a government. When people start acting chaotic, they need a government system. Some people have to create a system to keep them in check because they are too chaotic. They are giving birth too much. So they need to be controlled. They need to be culled. They need to be maintained. They need to be given more things to make them have to work more or sweat more blood and tears to participate. Every time they think they can rise instead of participating, we need to keep them down. We need to bring more taxes. We need this because they think it's about competition while it's about aligning. It's about registering your company. It's about paying the taxes, participating. But now you're participating fully, knowingly. There's no time for shortcuts. Ndio maana mnashindwa na Wasomali because you the Kikuyu have become too shortcuts. You like shortcuts. This is no time. There's no shortcuts. Kila kitu iko na seasons. Everything has a season. Hede ya mahada, bura ya mogetho, bura ya jahi, kimera kia mwere. You have to understand the seasons. Everything has a season. Know your season. Know your disciples' arc. Know the 12 disciples' ritual. Know the 12 disciples' alchemy. Where the sun moves into the first house, second house, third house, fourth house, Lao na Judah, zote mpaka chini. Then participate in the world. If you are a preacher and you are watching me, come I teach you how to preach the real gospel to the people. If you want to preach, you're not supposed to, but at least wake people up. But of course you can't. You have theology. I have a PhD. I read the Bible for 30 years. Oh my God. 30 years I cannot. Oh my God. I feel ashamed in my robes. Oh, I have to maintain the cross. Shidwe. We have to go and speak about these people. We have to go against these people now. Oh my God, that was disheartening. How can you tell me that after studying the Bible for 30 years? How can you tell me that? Oh my God, how? How now? Oh no. I see back at you. Your spells don't work. Get away from me. You are weak. You don't even know what you're practicing. Get away from me. You got nothing on me. I'll wash you with your religion. So take an esoteric seat and learn. Or take a hike or keep scrolling. Isaza. Summertime. But that's how I come because I'm a Leo moon. I'm just living from the mwezi ilikuwa Leo. Hata sijatoka kabisa. So I'm still in my feelings. But nimetoka kwenye ilikuwa mingi. Siku hata kuongea jana. When the moon is in Taurus, the moon is at home. Hapa. And the moon is exalted in Taurus. Meaning the moon is always home in a Taurus. But ikikuja nyumbani imekuja. I protect my throat. I protect my emotions and feelings. Kwa sababu zile mbogo naweza achilia. Too heavy, too dense. So I have to wait kidogo. Sasa nimetoka. Sasa I can communicate. Moon in Gemini. Now sasa naweza ongea kidogo. Ndio maana leo nimekuletea kambogo kidogo. Mix hapo na some esoteric kachumbari. Unaweza garnish with some herbs, some sage. What is the nini of today, the plant of today, the herb of today, unafaa kujua. Friday, Venus, love and appreciation. So today unaweza sprinkle some love and send some text to your girlfriend today. I love you, baby. I love you, baby. Oh yes. Negwadeta, baby. Oh yes. I love you, baby. Oh, so it's time for summertime kind of practicing. Summertime love, because there's a time for a lot of indecisiveness. So kumbusha baby wako unampenda. Kama leo nitapigia Monjiro simu nimwambie I love you baby, oh yes, aniamini asiponiamini, I'm participating in the ritual and spell. Hata asiponisikiza nitampigia tu nimwambie Monjiro Monjiro, I love you like fish and chips. Monjiro negwedete kama nyama choma. Me, I'm doing my ritual. Kama she believes me or she doesn't believe me, it doesn't matter. I'm doing my Noah's time. I'm practicing Noah's time on a Friday, Venus Day, so I'm speaking some love. You know, kesho ni Saturday, you rest. Sasa kesho unafaa kuenda kwa holiday. Kesho enda Vasha. Kama huwezi fika Vasha, enda hapa Roiro kuna damu. Mahali kuna tumaji. Tunasikia ni Noah's time. Uende hapo uangalie tumaji and you let all those waters take the summertime, the Noah's flood. You don't want maji. Hiyo maji ende kwa hiyo damu. Ndio watu wanaendanga summertime kwa beach. Ndio watu saizi wanalipa holiday. Huyu jamaa wanania kwa wapi Jambo. Uliza Jambo kama yuko booked. Check Jambo Jet kama haziko booked. Check Wilson kama watu hawajabook holiday already na wajui, wengine hata wajui kwa nini. Wengine wajui kwa nini sasa hapa ndio wana booking holiday. Because their spirit remembers kidogo, but they don't know why this is the time to be on holiday. We are going on a summer holiday. Do you want to come with me? Hey, I'm going to London, Jamaica City. Hey, we are going on a summer holiday. Go and look zile time wanaachilianga hiyo music. Go and look at the specific dates hiyo song ilitoka. Before you call me pseudo. I've been trying to understand what you are talking about and I can't make sense out of it. I know, man. I know you have been trying. Najua. I feel, hiyo hata nimejua tu. I know you are not speaking the lie. I know you have been trying to understand. So try to overstand. Don't come from under. Try to overstand. Try to see it from a point of reference where you have not heard it before. You're trying to understand it out of something you have heard or read or seen or been told. It's not there. This is not common knowledge. So try to overstand or try to understand, but not under. Because I'm not coming from under. I'm coming from above. So you cannot understand it. You need to come to my level. You need to come to a point of no biasness. You need to come up to a point where when I tell you that the system is the system, you have to question really what that means before you become biased. So I do understand you, but utashika tu pole pole. Welcome, child. I love you from the bottom of my heart. I'm most grateful you're on my channel. You're in the right place. And if not, I'm just doing God's work and responsibilities. And sometimes we have the chief and the wharf. Tukona ngano na saa nyingine ngano na, so there comes a time to separate the chief from the wharf. Sasa sinajua si kupenda kwetu. Sasa so we can end this life. Sinaona unauliza what system. Sinaona sasa wewe huwezi elewa. The moment umeuliza system, sinaona sasa itakuwa ngumu. Before uende system ya mbali, kuna system ya majambazi. Umesikia wimbo? Sisi ni system ya majambazi, mabroka majambazi, manene. Si unasikianga hizo ni systems. Kuna system ya majambazi, kuna system ya mabroka. Those are systems. You can buy a car Kenya saizi kama hujapita kwa broker. Those are brokerage systems. Usione broker wa gari, they are called brokerage firms. The firms that broker your countries, the firm that broker your deals, the firm that broker what you are going to export or import. Those brokerage firms, those create systems. So you are under a system. Before that, went very far. Even now, you are under a system. You can't just jump on a plane and be gone. You have to go through sometimes. You have an identity card. That's a system. You have a number. You are known by a number. You are part of a system. You don't have a name. They have your ID, a number. So you are under a system. I am under a system, but I am participating in the system, creating the system. So those rules don't have to come from me. AKA, you never see anywhere my number being wanted or asked for. Like, I will always be in the world, but you never hear ID yake fulani, AKA you are never on the long side of the law. I even had to beg because it's so beautiful. You can't even find the words to put it in. You need such bad words here to try and make it make sense. Sasa. Just what? Just a touch of love a little bit. Just a touch of love, baby. Just a touch of love. A little bit for the next 30 days. Noah's time. Just a touch of love on everything. A touch of love on everything. AKA, you're not too dense, swimming with the sharks, being washed by that flood of kamweteo ga gukorwo kuo tondu andu mena tuirio, andu ni maragetha tuboco, andu ni marona kiro, so kutakuwa na waka kamaringo, hatuwezi jenga safina kujisikia. So make sure you don't get carried by that, kwa sababu after 30 days tunaenda what we call the Lion of Judah. Lion of Judah will be when the sun goes to Leo in another 30 days to come. So wewe unajua ile maneno ilipata watu wa Judah, the Lion of Judah, akina Haile Selassie kukonkariwa, kukatokea Haile Selassie akasema you are not conquered on that part of the waters. Hapo ndio tunaenda in 30 days. So make sure everything you are practicing with a touch of love, na una balance. Touch of love. Kidogo tu. Fake it till you make it. Ndio ukienda pale, you may not understand it, but ukienda pale, you're not going to be under a lot of the trials and tribulations that are coming. AKA, utakuwa umeadjust, hiyo mafuta imeongezwa, utakuwa umeadjust, hiyo tax imeongezwa. God will make sure that you sail through because you knew it. So it was not practice on you. You saw it coming and you decided to participate by practicing the ritual. Spread the ritual love. Hata kama umeongezewa mafuta, it's not your fault. You are under a system. Spread some love and God will see you practicing that ritual, and you made not to go through the tribe of Judah trials and tribulations. So they will not be too impactful on you. And that's how you ascend. That's how you understand spirituality on a deeper level. That's how now you go into the real world. That's how now you understand that you are not this. It may look like this, but this is just a physical representation. That you look like you are in front of I can't even explain to you because it's a projector. It's like a 3D, it's not even a 3D, it's like a 369 3D projector, whereby whatever you are projecting all around you, your aura, your surrounding, your state of being, your mental awareness, what you are aware of as a spirit out there, your aura, the light behind you. My aura right now, all golden. My face, all golden. You can't see it. Then white light. Then golden radiant light. That aura. That imagination. That thought. That feeling. That knowing. Thyself. Truly. But there's no thing that is true. Because even in a lie, there will be some truth. Shout out to everyone in the space. Shout out to the hearts. I saw some heart dancing on my head. I saw it right there on my crown chakra, white. I saw it going. I was like, there it goes, right there. Shout out to that big love, illumination. If you have any questions, we can have a few minutes. What's the time now? I haven't had breakfast. Oh, shit. Noah's time already. I'm just moving from Gemini into Noah's time. I should have come live at Noah's time. I almost missed the chance. Welcome to Noah's time. In how many minutes? Shit. Let's usher in Noah's time. Let's usher in Noah's time in 5 minutes. I was jumping the gun, but you know, I'm too ahead of the game. I'm even ahead of the calendar. Welcome to Noah's time. We have 3 minutes to give Noah's time. Do you have fireworks? Do I have a drink? I have a drink. Ah! Thank you, my ancestors, always reminding me. Shit. No wonder I bought a drink. Thank you, my spirits, for always working with me. Thank you, my spirits. And I bought a drink yesterday. I bought a drink. I bought some gin yesterday. I had a few shots. I didn't even know why I bought a gin soul. Well, let's welcome in the summer's time on a countdown to go. 3 minutes to 11. 3 minutes to 11 their time. I'm at 3 minutes to Satano. Summertime. Noah's Ark. Sun moving to the 4th house. And you are going to take a shot. A real shot. As above, so below. Practicing their witchcraft now. Zaza. Summertime, yes, summertime love. Get your drink. You're all going to take a shot. You can take a shot of tea. Whatever you have. You can take a shot of water. No puns intended. If you are watching me in another place, you can take a shot of whatever is close to you. No judgment. Sun in Cancer. Summertime. Welcome to Noah's time. I'm getting ready to take my shot. I'm not even taking it before or after. Almost. Let's start with the forefathers before they reset the time. Our spiritual predecessors who are before us, who are for us, may you drink that 3 true token of liquor as an appreciation from I, mindset, nothing, going with the title Jegawa Mudaka Moboywa Bariabu on this location. Do acknowledge you. I don't have to respect you for age, but I do respect you for being there before me. But I do respect you for wisdom. I bless you. AKA, I make less than turning my waters to wine. My 5 corners. Welcome to summertime. Summertime maybe, and this program is not sponsored by this drink. It is not sponsored by this drink, but I do love this drink because it was the only thing that was available. So shout out to whatever poison makers they made this, but I use it like a bitch. Turn my waters into wine. I'm practicing the real magic. I don't have to drink to get drunk. I'm done. Just turn my waters into wine. I'm done. I'm feeling better just by doing that. I'm in alignment. My spiritual predecessors are happy. I recognize them. I'm already on lighter, fun places. They are all around me now. They are here. They are like, you called on us? Yeah, but I didn't say you are clever than me. Okay, so what do you want? I just want you to take care of my ass in the spiritual world. You know, just that. Just be my protectors. Anything else, I got it in check. They'll be like, no, you know, we used to do, I called you respectfully. Because remember, you are the one who came because I said the spirits that are for me. So if you're not for me, what did you come to do here? So you see, you're already being demonic. So I already have the right spirits working with me. It has got nothing to do with skin color or race. It's just a soul group. Shout out to the subconscious community. Shout out to you. You are part of the soul group. Otherwise, you wouldn't be watching me. Okay? Me and you are the same. I'm not teaching you anything new. I can only remind you of what you know. So, don't start looking at me like I'm different than you. My grandmother's ass still smells like your grandmother's ass. So, your grandmother used to go to a pit latrine. My grandmother used to go to a pit latrine. It may be different now. Maybe your grandmother is still going to a pit latrine. But when you look at their grandmothers, it was the same. But some had better pit latrines. They had ash on the floor. They had cow dung on the side. They were in a location where they had Maigoya. So around the hut, the pit latrine, they had free sanitary towels growing. There are others who are in areas, even if they had the pit latrine, they didn't have Maigoya growing. So maybe they wouldn't wipe their asses as better. So you fast forward to today's energy. Some people have jacuzzis. Some people go for massages. So you're seeing the same world, but others got it better. It is the same energies, upgraded. It is the same people. There will always be people going through their worst in whichever way, shape, or form. There will always be spirits vibrating higher than others. But the fact that once you become aware, you start participating. You become the spirit that is always understanding in the knowing. And so sooner rather than later, that's how now you manifest your summertime. Ama you see summertime already. Can you imagine I'm here giving you esoteric freedom for likes. Not even for money, for likes. Sasa nani yako freedom? Nani yako summertime? See me. I'm the one who's in summertime. I'm giving you free esoteric freedom for likes. And likes is not even money. So I'm truly practicing the 12 disciples ritual. It's a beautiful thing when you can be on holiday anytime you want. It may not look like it's on holiday because you may be doing some duties and responsibilities, but even the duties and responsibilities will be so light, it will look like a holiday. Sun in Cancer. Welcome to summertime. Let me see who's watching. Tuko na watu wako ni gidhaa ya kunyonga. Is it 50 something or something? I don't care about the people watching as long as you are getting anyway. If you had a white skin, saying ingekuwa ina crash. Ndio venye watu wangekuwa wameiangusha na nini. Yeah, it's summertime, let's celebrate. Cheers to Noah's time. Yeah. Sidanganywe na mtu hapo. Someone sent a heart and I'm start. Shout out to you. I didn't even see it because I was just kicking knowledge. Noah's time. Yeah, summertime. The Kamarul, even in the good, there's a lie. Yes. No more. What's more indecisive? Gemini or Cancer? Where? Cancer sasa ni confusion. Cancer inakuanga ni confusion, not indecisive, ni kama confusion. So you have too many options. Like even so, this is the month. These are the dreams you are going to have this month. So this month, you are going to have a dream with an ex. There are going to be a lot of dreams with exes for sababu ya Sodom and Gomorrah. So watu wengi wata dream na an experience that was in the past. So whatever they are going to be going through will make them want to look back into Sodom and Gomorrah because they felt like they lost something which they should have left there in Sodom and Gomorrah due to summertime. So that may be like a relationship imeanza a week ago, but mtu ameanza communicate, but this person feels like an ex. Anamwangalia, they only had sex for 1 week, but anamwangalia the energy like he used me. But we only had sex for 1 night, baby. How did I use you? It was 1 night. But because of that energy, so it is going to be very indecisive. Yani, indecisive kind of, you can't decide whether they used you or they didn't use you. So, indecisiveness. Hiyo sasa ndio tunamaanisha. There's that, kitanda unashukanga side ya left, unaanza sinaweza shukia ile side. That kind of energy. You don't even know why. You don't even know why you want now to get off from the different side of the bed. You don't even know why unabadilisha hata pillow, unapeleka. That kind of energy is the energy that's around there. Because it's a very mutable sign. Noah. Cancer. Ni mutable. Itakuwa mutable ama itakuwa whatever. Maji, whatever. Cold air, hot air. No, who cares? Just Maji, water cycle, worlds. Oh, there's no more questions? We are officially tushaingia Noah's time. It's summertime. Should take another shot. Take another shot. Just to be relatable. You know, one was me being individual, self, all in myself, my ego. Now I have to take a second shot to be relatable to you. Museveni nilikuwa najipenda. So now I'm sharing this with you. Now we can relate, and I can take a third one for my surroundings. Just in case there are other spirits in my surroundings who may be wanting that, and some people forgot to acknowledge them. So when I'm taking a shot, nikikunywa angalie ndio wakaamusha wao wawapee. Being aware of all your surroundings, yeah, 360. So 3 shots, which can go to 369. I don't have to do 9 shots. It's too early. I haven't even had breakfast or food. I need to go and eat. Kudato maemoduri dry. Dry. It feels good to take a shot on a new start. Yes. Shout out to everyone who took a shot. Please shout out to me since it's my birthday. Moon, 29 June. So shout out to Nipatirishi ama shout out to what? Poto my shout out to picture. Shout out Prichka. Okay, shout out to Prichka 186. Shout out to Prichka 186. 186 is 13. That is 4. That's a thought. So Prichka thought. And 181 means individuality. So you are spending too much of your individuality on a thought. So that Prichka thought, you're spending too much time trying to make it relate to yourself. That Prichka thought. So maybe it's time you change that name or the thought form that you have about yourself. Meaning, not the name, but how you think about yourself. You're spending too much time thinking about thyself. And shout out on your birthday. Go. It's your flight day. It's your flight day. Wewe. Instead of thinking of others. Instead of thinking of other awareness. But don't be too attached to that energy. Prichka. You don't even you just choose na number. You are being too egotistical. You feel too much about yourself. So get out of your ego. Pambana na hali yako. What season are we in again? It's a season to be spreading some love and appreciation. Itangwa summertime. It is a season to be sprinkling some little summertime love. It is not a season for campuses. It is not a season for them. It's your season. It's your season. It's your Noah's time. Make your ark. You participate. In that. Tayo. Ciao. Dayo. I can't see comments, so I'm just doing dayo, but I don't know if I'm still like mekuwa dark. So mtu akiniambia dayo nitajua imeconnect iende. Dayo. Not joining. Nimeona watu wameanza kujoin. We are leaving. Shout out to the ones joining, but we are leaving now. I would have wanted to stay, but I'm supposed to be on summertime. Now let me go and start my summertime with a heavy brunch, breakfast. I start my summertime participating the real way. Sasa. Time. Enjoy your summertime, guys. Love you from the bottom of my heart. Time. Do enjoy. Summertime.